I did get my question answered, so that's pretty cool. I think that's the first time I've been on the
answering a no
stream.
for making that. Um,
Is want to buy dungeon runs or WTB, and this is from Lloyd. Will open world dungeons have a negative feedback loop for those who are bussing or carrying dungeons for lower level players? So
negative feedback loop.
yeah, will I
What do
be
we
able
mean by
to
that?
kind of, if I'm, you're a newbie and I'm like, hey, I'll take you over here and you can pay me
I think
some
I missed a
gold and
little
I'll
bit of it.
level you up.
Oh my goodness.
See if they answered it
Well,
properly.
Get you
yes.
some fat gear.
So generally, there.
So to explain my question in a little bit longer format, because they like to have shorter form questions. That's why I framed it like that. If you're a level 50 and you're like max geared out, and a level 15 or level 20 player is trying to do a dungeon, and you want to do the gear and stuff, whether I'm in the party, like in an open world dungeon, not like an instance dungeon or whatever. If I run through the dungeon for you, whether I'm in your party or not in your party, and allow you to like take some hits or like do some hits on the thing. I do know that loot drops are percentage based on damage, so that is a little bit of like, it like nullifies it a little bit. So maybe if I'm in the party and I just like wipe the dungeon clean, if I'm either power leveling them or if I'm getting them the gear from that dungeon or whatever, or from like that boss, would that gear drop as like for that person that I can like give it to them, stuff like that. That's my main question.
Is a level disparity mechanic that prevents players who are outside of 9 to 10 levels of the highest level within the party from collecting experience through their through.
Okay, so the power leveling is definitely negated, so that's good. So if I'm like level 40 helping a level 28, that level 28 will no longer gain experience inside the party. And if I get the kill, because there is a kill mechanic based on like how much damage you do to the monster, the experience is going to go to the level 40 character instead of the level 28 character.
Through their adventuring. So to some degree, there is a safeguard with regards to that.
So that's good.
And then obviously, the way that we cater the experience, the encounter experience, um, depending on those locations, are going to require that a party is operating at a high efficiency level in order for them, in order for it to be efficient for that lower level player to participate and gain levels in a way that makes sense, right?
So there's probably still a way to game it. Like if I first tag the monster as the lower level player, and then the higher level player does enough damage to start tanking it, and then the lower level player can start doing the damage. However, because the lower level player is not necessarily putting out enough damage quick enough for the mob to do the high loot drop or to like clear the dungeon at a high efficiency rate, they may not be getting the best loot because you are supposed to be killing it at a fast enough rate in order to gain that XP and also to clear the dungeon and get the highest loot tier. So it may not be the most functional way to do that. That will take bouncing, that'll take stuff. So I'll definitely be trying that stuff in like Alpha 2. Like, can I break this system? Can we power level? And maybe help Intrepid like try to balance and do that kind of thing. So the heat mapping portion that they said, and like the community team, like, and the moderators and stuff like that inside the game are also going to be helping to combat bussing and RMTing. That was unexpected, and I think that was an amazing answer from Intrepid.
And then obviously, the way that we cater the experience, the encounter experience, depending on those locations, are going to require that a party is operating at a high efficiency level in order for them, in order for it to be efficient for that lower level player to participate and gain levels in a way that makes sense, right? So So I think, there are some safeguards with regards to that. And the other thing is that like if you're paying other players to power level you, or you're engaging in any type of like RMT, we have behavioral heat mapping, which will help us identify those individuals and take action.
Yeah, we'll
Ooh,
have
okay.
customer service who are looking over those reports every morning and going through and looking,
That's a better response than
investigating.
I expected, honestly.
And then our next one here is
But anyways, it's already been like what, 2 hours or so. Not necessarily the longest I've ever done. I think the last video I did was almost 4 hours. So, and we even fit in a lazy peon video. So, yep, that's it for me. I do have work in the morning, so I do have to get off and go to sleep, even though I'm probably not going to be able to, because now my mind is just racing with a bunch of things. But thanks for coming. I appreciate all you, and I'll see you soon.